Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am so excited for today's episode. Welcome to MaxWeb Video Podcast. If you are listening to us on Spotify or Google, make sure you come back later and check out the amazing podcast on YouTube and Facebook because Cody has a fantastic presentation for us. As you know, I'm always going to mute myself when Cody speaks because I know the connection is not always perfect. I'm in Europe, Cody's in the US. We came on live a bit early, but I see a few of you guys are already here. So, Cody, if you don't mind, I always love to do this with all our wonderful guests. If you can spend a few minutes talking about yourself, or if you have that as part of your presentation, we can wait a few more minutes. But welcome.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, I do have it as a part of my presentation. So I definitely want to share that for what we're going to be talking about today. But it's incredibly exciting to be here. Anna, it was great seeing you at our live event we had at Affiliate Summit West. That was really fun. And it's just so exciting to be able to share some of the knowledge that we did at our actual event here with everybody at part of MaxWeb, because a lot of what I teach and share in our coaching program in our community and within our own active business is simple things that we all know to do, but we're just not doing well enough. We're not taking ourselves to that elite level, and we're just basically letting money go out the window. And it's an unfortunate shame, and I want to make sure no one's doing that so we all can make more money and become millionaires.
I agree. And you guys, it's no secret, I'm always so careful with every single person we invite on the podcast. And, now we have people that ask to be on the podcast. And as much as I love our community, I want to be very careful to only bring people that have something to say that will be a plus, a benefit to everyone listening, because we are so busy. And I know when you choose, you as the person listening to us today, when you choose a podcast, you're setting that time aside, right? Even if you're driving somewhere or, you're setting time aside for your education, we know how important it is that you get some value. So Cody is one of my oldest friends in the industry. Before MaxWeb was even a name or a brand, Cody was so kind and sweet and understanding. And I'm not saying that because he's present. I just want you guys to know what a fantastic human being he is. And I would not endorse someone unless I truly believe the program works. And it works because Cody has made millions online, right? And I know I always joke about this with Cody actually too, that we have so many people in our industry that talk about millions and making money overnight. And I want to assure you, we are not two of those people. When we talk about millions, we talk about it in the organic, healthy, this is how you should do it way.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, when I started out, I remember having lunch with you at Traffic and Conversion years ago, and just wondering, how do I make more? How do I grow more? How do I do more? And the short answer is slow and steady and keep marching forward. And it happens. Anybody that has a fly-by-night success is either blowing smoke or just that, a fly-by-night success. And then they're gone.
Absolutely, I agree. And we just have to look around us and see, our community and the people that are present and relevant 5, 10 years later. And that's key. Cody, if you don't mind, I would love to bring your slides forward because I always promise our viewers to keep it short and sweet. We try to stay at under 1 hour just because we are, mindful of everyone's time. And
let's do it.
I am so excited about the slides.
Cool. So
my notepad here.
Yes, there's going to be some good notes, guys. So today we're going to be covering a couple concepts. I have a lot of split tests to share, but first I kind of want to share with you the background of the company and what it does. And our goal is to help people scale to $200 average order values. Why? Because if you can afford more than everyone else, then you can actually afford the traffic and you win. If you can outbid me and a CPA, you take my traffic. And the goal is, of course, to get as much traffic as we can within reason without breaking your business. So without further ado, how to build and scale a $200 AOV offer. So the first lesson we want to go over, guys, is this is a great lesson. That's why first thing I did when I started my business was turning a $100,000 a month business into a $100 a month business. And that's right, guys, you're hearing it right. That's my rags to riches story. And I'll be sharing you a huge, crucial lesson that you need to keep in mind. So first off, if you don't know me and you're Googling right now, who the heck is Cody Bramlett? You might be finding videos of me in this blue shirt. I used to own a kettlebell gym. I worked out in the park. I made videos. I taught people how to use kettlebells. It was a lot of fun and exciting about that. I used to be Kettlebell Cody. But today, I am the CEO of 4 companies. I've produced over 60 million in the last 5 years. I manage a team of over 30 employees worldwide. And I run, most importantly, the Supplement Millionaire Mastermind, which is why I'm here today to teach you guys what we do in our actual active business. Supplement Millionaire will help you go from creating offers to creating brands. It'll help you go from I work myself from the ground to I build a team that build businesses for me. We do weekly coaching on copywriting, affiliate management, operations, and we do community calls where we answer any questions. I give all the call recordings out. It's just tons and tons and tons and tons of content. And I help people increase their revenue, conversion rates, and all that fun stuff. Blah, 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 blah. It's so much content. It's ridiculous. If you want to learn more, I'm here to help that. But I want to get back to the story. So I owned a gym. I loved helping people lose weight, hit their fitness goals, and get in the best shape of their lives, right? The problem was all they did was complain. And what made it even worse was that people were spending all their money and all their hopes on a supplement brand, which if you're watching the screen right now, there's a big multi-billion-dollar MLM we all know about, and they got in a lot of trouble multiple times for making massively crazy claims and going crazy. But they were basically telling my clients, hey, buy these shakes and lose all the weight. You don't have to exercise or do anything. And I come to find out that my clients were actually paying a ton for these things. So I did a little research because I realized I needed to actually get in this game. You know, I have people who are upset about my gym because they're not getting the results fast enough. They think this magic shake will solve the problem. So I did research, right? They loved the product. They spent loads of money on it, 3 or 4 times what they spend on my gym every single month to do it. The people were not getting actual results or getting healthy because, as we know, it's you know, there's not one way to achieve your health results. There's 100 things you have to do. You have to eat right, sleep right, you have to have the right mental attitude, you got to exercise the right way for your body and where you're at in your life and where you are in your physical journey. So there's lots of things people weren't doing. They were hoping one thing would solve their problems. So I did a lot of thinking and I realized I wanted to make a business just like this. And I needed to come up with a philosophy that wasn't what this company was doing. And I didn't come up with this. I found it and swiped the idea, but it's people over profit, profit over revenue. And this is crucial, guys. If you don't live by this philosophy, you're going to be hunting money all day long and finding massive problems because you have to care more about your clients and the people you're servicing more than your actual paycheck, more than the actual money the company brings in. This is crucial, and I'm going to bring this up over today, a bunch of today's presentation. So I knew I needed to start a supplement business. My gym was great and all, but people weren't very engaged, let's say. They were complaining about having 50 classes a week and only paying $100 a month. So I was on a vacation with my brother who had an online training business, and he suggested, hey, why don't you sell a supplement? I asked him what would be a good idea, and a lot of his clients were talking about turmeric with bioprene. And right now you're saying, I know that, I've heard this 1,000 times, but I did this before that came out, before Oprah, before Dr. Oz, before it's on all the news channels. And I decided to take quick action. And so I got this sucker up and running as fast as I humanly could. And what happened was in the first week after we launched, we did $25,000 in sales, all online, no in-person clients, cash basically flying in from everywhere. I didn't have to deal with the complaints of my clients in my gym. You know, I lost 30 pounds in a month. It's not enough. You know, I was just able to sell something and be able to make people happy because I gave them a good product at a great price. So basically, I was excited. Money was flowing in. I just launched the business. There was nothing I could do that could stop me. I was making everything I ever needed. And the first 90 days, we did $500,000 in sales. I was absolutely pumped and excited. Just felt like there was nothing could stop me. Mind you, my gym, guys, it had only done, I think at that point, $15,000 a month at most. So this was just mind-blowing, the amount of revenue I was bringing in from what we have used to seeing. And I basically found the gold mine. But I wish someone had told me about things. You know, there's lots of systems and processes and items that you need to be aware of. Just building a funnel and turning it on and getting traffic doesn't mean you have a company. It means you have a funnel and a whole bunch of problems that are about to happen that you're not aware of yet. And so one of the things we do in Supplement Millionaires, we share every single SOP, system, Gantt chart, and checklist. And as a matter of fact, if anybody wants to check out our website, I can give you the Gantt chart and checklist for launching an offer. Just go ahead and grab it there as a free video as well that walks you through a lot of what we do. But that's a part of the program, part of my business I was missing. By the way, it comes with a blueprint too with tons of videos. So what happened is that we launched in that first 90 days, we had too many sales. And like I just said, no systems. I just built a funnel and hoped it would all work. And that resulted in a huge problem of being massively out of stock. Now, this is before the ease and ability of everyone knowing about ship offers and Jetpack and companies like that. That wasn't really in my zeitgeist and knowledge at the time. And I had to basically wait 12 more weeks for more product to show up. So I had a massively angry customer screaming and yell at me. Lesson number one, by the way, do not do your own customer service. Hire it out. Part of the MaxWeb team, you can hire Help Grid. I absolutely love them. They're phenomenal, and they can make your life 1,000 times easier. Because when you're answering these,
very upset affiliates. I was thinking about how upset we get when we don't see specific, when a vendor has to pause traffic because they don't have enough stock. That's the worst. So.
Well, the worst part was I didn't even pause traffic. I just let it keep coming in because I knew if I did that, I would upset my big affiliates that had just started dropping for me. So I was literally begging people to keep the order, letting them know that I had to make a new batch because the last batch wasn't up to quality and I wanted to get them the best product possible. And what happened was I basically was burning money, having to give free shipping, 20%, 50% discounts to just keep the order because I've already paid out the commission. At the time was around 50, 60% per order. So I needed to not lose money. I needed to try and break even or lose as little as humanly possible and keep the customers because it's all about customers in long term. I knew that I could sell them more. So that was the whole focus and goal because this was going to be a long-term play, a long-term business, not a one-time offer. So 6 months later, we solved the shipping problems. We get that dialed in. I still don't have on-demand shipping at the time like I do now, but everything's working out and we've done $1 million. So basically, I'm a millionaire. I'm so pumped. I decided to have 2 weddings, one in Hawaii with my wife personally, one with my family in Las Vegas, and decided to have multiple vacations. I bought a truck. I bought a house. I put a Tesla battery in my garage, solar on the roof, went crazy, did as many things as I could. And I basically thought I was king of the world, or so I thought. And I forgot about that principle I brought up originally, guys. This is crucial. I need you to put this on the wall. People over profit, profit over revenue. And I forgot that revenue is not profit. So many times you hear people saying how much millions they made, but you don't realize that their cost of operation is 95% of their revenue. So $1 million for some people is $50,000 or $100,000 take home. And I spent way more than that that year. Oopsie doodles. I should have done that. So I realized I needed to make some shifts to be able to start making more money. And I knew there's more ways to make money, of course. So number one, emailing your list, right? The list is where all the profit comes from. Today, our list brings in about $250,000 a month in revenue, which is almost all profit, my software costs and a few management fees. Our actual email list brings in $50,000 to $100,000 a month. So in profit. So there's massive more profit coming from that email list over time. So you have to put massive focus there. And one of the most important things you should do is be emailing your list every single day. Now, if you're not doing that, because your list is small, that's acceptable. But if you have more than 5,000 or 10,000 customers, every single day, they should be getting an email. Now, there's tons of strategy around this, and we go into that a lot in our coaching program. As a matter of fact, we're starting an email coaching program for how to run your list to make it even stronger. But that's a crucial step, guys. Every single day, all of a sudden money starts coming in. The second thing is you got to think about your offer. You have to switch it up. An offer truthfully has 6 months, maybe a year, right, Anna? They don't last much longer than that when people are driving traffic to it. And you have to keep it fresh. So what does that mean? For us, what we decided to do was focus on changing how we're offering the product to the customer because we had solid copy, it worked strong, and we had originally a 136 offer, and we changed it back in 2018 to a free plus shipping offer. This was killer. We were bringing in 10,000 customers a month because they were spending, I think, around $40 on average per customer, and we were paying out $18 to $20 commission because of the CPA was so high. I was making $2 or $3 an order and getting 10,000 customers and building my email list at rapid speed. So it was phenomenal. That only lasted about a year. And then I came up with a concept of buy one, get 3 free. And if you kind of realize what the trajectory is here, guys, we're going from a standard 136 offer to coming up with extremely lucrative deals for customers. So they have no reason to say no once they've gotten through the copy. It allows for a higher conversion rate, it allows for a happier customer, and it'll allow you to pay less commission over time because the higher conversion rate, the less commission you have to pay because people are usually looking at conversions based on 1,000 clicks, 1,000 whatever. And if they need to make X amount of dollars and you're able to get a higher conversion rate, it means you have to pay less per customer. So it's a lucrative thing to do to keep changing your offer to try and get that conversion rate to get higher. The final thing, of course, is to shake hands and kiss babies. One of my favorite sayings. It's a very political statement because we're all about going to conferences and making friends, right?
Oh my gosh, amen. I'm so glad you said that because we forget how important networking is. And although I don't like your net worth is your network saying because it's so much more than that, I don't like the saying. However, it's vital to meet people face to face because you can be a wizard with psychological dynamics in the workforce. It's impossible to know how people are unless you meet them. Close to impossible, obviously. So Thank you for saying that. It's so important.
Of course, it's crucial. I mean, I met so many people that you brought to our event in Las Vegas. It was so fun meeting people for the first time I haven't met in person. But the crucialness of meeting people, guys, is that when you shake hands with somebody and go, "Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, you're that person. Cool." All of a sudden, they're going to mail for you. There's like a 90% chance you're going to be able to get that drop taken care of because you've made that physical, personal connection. You can put a face to the name, and it's real. So that is so crucial to be able to do that. Plus, you can learn more about people's lives and what they need. And what I think is most important is not how can we make money together, but how can I help you outside of that? I think that's one of the most important things to think about, what you can do in person significantly easier. So we do these events, of course, too, with Supplement Millionaire. I think it's awesome to do that. It's awesome to also have fun and party afterwards, too, because you build good bonds that way. If you don't drink like me, it's okay. You still can have great friendships, and it's a lot of fun to be able to spend time with people and build those bonds. So 1 year into the business, back to the story, guys. We were $3 million in, right? Super excited. This time, I think I'd met Anna, I'd met Mike Peters. I met a lot of the team at the original company. They were all together before they kept expanding into MaxWeb and their empire they are today. And I was really basically excited. I was king of the world again. We crushed it 1 year in, $3 million. I'm so excited, or so I thought. Basically, guys, at 1 year point, the train went off the tracks through a building and crashed massively. If you're not seeing this slide deck, you got to see it, the pictures. A great description of what happened in my business. See, I forgot about the idea again of people over profit, profit over revenue. Literally, this is on my wall right here above my desk now because this is so crucial to remember every single day. And this time I forgot about the people. And for us in our space, there's two people you work with. There's your clients you sell the product to, and there's your affiliates who drive traffic. They're your customers too, because you have to make sure that you're servicing them correctly, treating them correctly, and working with them because they're more than just a client, they're your partner. And I decided that I'm just going to open up my offer and I let anybody in the world mail to it. I don't care. I'm not going to have any restrictions or questions. And I got 25,000 clicks in 1 hour, right? You think that'd be pretty freaking cool. Did we get a load of sales? No, we got blacklisted on every single front. It was a terrible experience. I remember sitting at an event with my head in my hands, basically breaking down crying because I was just so devastated because it was an emotional sucker punch. And for those who don't understand what it can do to your business if you're not set up correctly, it can make sure that people cannot access your website. Anything related to your domain, they cannot access. Anything related to your IP address, they cannot access. And if your email address is connected to any of those pieces, you cannot send an email. So all of a sudden, affiliates couldn't drive traffic to me. I couldn't reach out to customers and tell them to buy my product. And I couldn't even tell them to buy someone else's product because everything was set up incorrectly. So the crucial lesson there is don't do that. But it was an absolute painful process. So that's my story of how you turn a $100,000 a month business into a $100 a month business. It's a crucial, painful one. You know, at that time we had over $10,000 or $15,000 a month of just overhead. So it was scary. And I had to basically get the business going back on track again ASAP. So I did 4 more shifts. And these 4 shifts are crucial no matter what piece of the business you're in. If you're an affiliate, if you're an offer owner, if you're a staff member, it doesn't matter what it is, you got to think this way, guys. So shift number 1 is focus on the long-term success. So Anna doesn't care about what happens in her business this month or next month. She's thinking about what the rest of the year, the next 3 years, and the next 5 years of MaxWeb is going to be. Same thing with me. You got to think like a CEO. Entrepreneurs care about today. CEOs are looking at the future. You have to think of your business almost like an ice cream stand. You have seasonality to it. There's going to be downturns, and you have to make sure you're planning for those and through those. So long-term is the most important key shift I had to make. Shift number 2 is investing in your business and yourself. See, before I had gotten this going, I wasn't really involved in coaching programs or groups. Getting back involved in those, being involved in organizations, being involved in free ones and paid ones and masterminds and ones for your staff to train them is crucial because you will become smarter, your staff will become smarter, and you'll be able to overcome the hurdles that are going to be thrown at you. And also you'll be in a community of people who've been through that so you can actually ask. I literally was on my own for the first 2 years, which was silly. Shouldn't do that. Shift number 3. Hiring a team and setting up SOPs, standard operating procedures. So this is basic stuff. If you went to college or have been in any marketing or management program, it's an SOP. It breaks down everything you need to do in a process so that way it's systematized. So if that person gets moved up in the company, leaves the company, anything that happens to that person, there's someone can come in and follow the step-by-step process. This is crucial to do for every single thing you do in your business. Most entrepreneurs keep it all in their head and they try and be a gatekeeper and they try and be the sole source for everything. That's how you break a business. That's how you kill yourself and stress yourself out. Hiring a team, building SOPs is how you actually have a life again, spend time with your family, and not work 80 hours a week. And shift number 4, of course, is to create redundancies in technologies, multiple platforms, multiple systems, being able to be on multiple IP address domains, multiple email addresses, multiple email accounts. Everything should be multiple, because if something breaks, you want to be able to pivot quickly. And now if something went down, we can have it fixed within 30 minutes and pivot over in the short term and have no questions about what went wrong. So now we run an 8-figure supplement brands. By the way, everything I teach, guys, is actually actively doing. I'm literally going to share with you some tests a little bit later that we're doing right now that are happening this month that are actually working and not working. And the brands are awesome. You know, we have multiple brands from gummies to supplements, and of course the coaching business, and as well as we help people with building web pages and design. You know, I'm a CEO, not an entrepreneur. I want to just stress that very importantly. All of you right now listening, you need to start thinking like a CEO. We need to up the game in this industry and stop acting like children, because that's what an entrepreneur is. A CEO is an adult, is someone who can lead. You know, I work when I want, where I want, and with who I want. And that's one of the most crucial things you have to aspire to do, because then you can actually have a business that makes money for you while you sleep and while you're on vacation. So that's the first part of our presentation, Anna.
That's fantastic. Well, to be honest with everyone, I got to listen part of it at ASW. And as I said earlier, not everyone was with us. That's a big reason why I invited Cody on the podcast, because it's so valuable to understand how things work in our space. You get started, you might be listening to the wrong gurus, right? Don't get me wrong, you can make so much money in our space. There's plenty of room for abundance for so many more individuals, and we welcome that. But it's very important to understand that it's not going to be money overnight without understanding. Well, no, actually, it can be money overnight, but it's not going to be money you can invest, because it's not going to be sustainable. Yes. And Cody was very honest, because I have seen thousands of vendors go through exactly what Cody described earlier, you know, not having the right processes in place, making lots of money with an offer, not being able to pay affiliates. And it happens all the time. And it's so important for us to explain how to do things correctly, because this is the only way we can evolve in our space and in our industry. So I really appreciate that, Cody. It's really valuable.
Yeah, it's crucial. I mean, so many people who are like, oh, I'm just going to put an offer out there and I'm just going to give it to MaxWeb. I'm like, okay, cool. So she'll give you traffic, but what else? What about your customer service? What about your team? How are you doing split testing? I have 3 people dedicated to split testing. That's all they do every single day, right? So you build a company that can make money for you, that can grow itself, to the point where you have to build another company like my coaching business, because I had nothing to do. My team took over so much work that they're like, we don't need you today, Cody. And I'm like, you sure? And they're like, no, we're good. You can go golfing or something. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I like to work.
Yeah, I love doing this. It's fun. I like golfing too, but I can't do it every day. And so it's really cool when you get to build a team like that and keep focusing on that. And something too, I really want to point out.
The team. So selfishly, I have a few questions about the team.
Yes.
What is one of the most important roles that you maybe didn't realize at first that it's vital to have a person like that on the team?
Yeah. So starting it again. So I always like to think about, if I started again, what would I do? And there's 3 hires you need to think about first. And it depends on who you are as a person, and those 3 hires matter. So you have to decide, are you the visionary and the salesy kind of person, you know, the idea person who makes relationships and can be the affiliate manager kind of to start and the visionary to start? Or are you the operations integrator, the person who builds the pages and makes sure things are working and builds the systems and the SOPs? It's a very different personality.
Oh, yeah.
As an owner, there's a lot more of the visionaries out there than there are the integrators, but the integrators can be owners too. And so whoever you are, you need to hire the opposite. So if you're an operations person, you need to hire an affiliate manager. If you're an affiliate manager, sales visionary person, you need to hire an operations person. And that'd be my first hire, one or the other. At that next junction on the business, if you want to replace yourself, you can replace yourself by, replacing yourself as the affiliate manager or operations person. But I think the next most crucial hire is your CFO and your accounting person. And it's crucial you're not hiring an 18-year-old accountant or bookkeeper. They need the title CFO. This is so crucial. So I ran for years just working with accountants and accounting firms who can help me. But what happened was, basically my accounting was not done for the way my business needed. I didn't get advice. I wasn't sure about my operational cash flow on a weekly basis. And I was basically looking at the business at a year snapshot in February or March the following year seeing how good or bad I did. And every single month I was stressed on my mind, paying bills myself because I'm the one wanting to control the money. It's my business. I don't trust anybody else to do it. You have to hire a CFO, and they do fractional ones. You don't need to hire one full time. They usually don't want to work with you full time. And they can change your business and reduce loads of stress. Not going to lie, guys, we have had great years, and we've had years we acquired massive amounts of debt through $1 million screw ups. And last year we were able to pay off all our debts and then some, and then build a savings account in the business, and then have enough money to bonus myself and my team in a very nice way. And I'm hoping to do it even bigger this year. So without that CFO, I would have not had the organization to do that. So it's hiring that operations person or affiliate manager, and then a CFO.
Amen. I can see that. And it's very important. And especially for our industry and our space, because it's different, right? Even if you're a brilliant finance person, it might be hard to understand the way things work in our space with links and cookies and, the lifetime of an affiliate being able to get paid. And you're right. That's super helpful. All right. Know that I wanted to keep things general, and you can say no, but if you have any type of case studies that you can share with us, that would be fantastic. I know you have always a bunch of different presentations, but
I do. Actually, I have a great one.
You do? Okay, amazing.
Yes, this is a fun one. So let me get this.
Really good on time. So we can do another podcast for questions, but since we have you here,
yeah, let's do this because I have this one. It's an awesome deck. It's an awesome story. It's a huge evolution that for you who own a business, you're going to be able to understand what you need to be doing better. And then for those of you who are driving traffic to offers, it's going to help you understand the type of offer owner you want to work with. Because a lot of times as a traffic person, you may be like, oh, this is easy offer. I can drive traffic to it. You don't know how much the refunds or chargebacks are going to be. You don't know how that business is going to function. The more you can learn about the business owner and how active they are in their business and what they're doing to scale it and improve upon it is crucial. Especially if you're making a CPA and they're making things better on the back end, you want to be friends with them because you want to be able to increase your CPA and make more money. So I have 12 split tests to scale your offer from $49 to $200. And to start this story off, I want to introduce you to Luke the Lion. Now, Luke, awesome guy right here, he created a lion's mane mushroom extract offer. It is about to go live on ClickBank. He has been currently running traffic himself on Facebook. So for all of you listening right now who are excited about driving traffic to new offers, this one's going to be a hot one. And Luke is an implementer at fast speed. So I'm excited for you guys to work with him. Anna will probably get a chance to introduce to him shortly because he's going to be all over the place in the next 30 to 60 days. So when Luke first started, he was producing and shipping his products personally, literally out of his parents' garage. He had an average order value of $49. His largest order was $79, and he used Facebook ads to scale it to his best month in 2021 at $5,000 a month. So when Luke first started, he had a standard e-commerce page, right? The standard choose how many bottles you want and go to the checkout. In the affiliate space, we know this is not good. We know we don't want to drive traffic to it, but a lot of people who are offer owners don't realize that you shouldn't be driving traffic to those pages. These are for customers who already know, like, and trust you, who want to shop and buy whatever they want. It's not for an offer, for a lander. So his AOV was $49, and I wanted to help him take it to the next level. So the first thing we had him do was create an upsell. And because this was his system, he wasn't on ClickBank or Buy Goods, so we just wanted to make it as easy as possible. And basically, we had him do was create a simple upsell that we see in every single offer. Add 6 bottles at a discounted rate. So he made the beautiful page, add this to your offer, $29 per order. Yes, upgrade my order, and you get free shipping on the upgrade. And what's key here, guys, is we had him make sure to add the no thank you button and the my receipt button in the top corner. These are exits that are easy for the customer. And the design we follow and teach our clients in Supplement Millionaire is all about customer experience. Remember, people over profit, profit over revenue. It's all about making the people happy, because guess what? They will make you more money over time. So by having a simple, straightforward upsell for that, he was able to increase his AOV to $97. So if you're driving traffic to someone's offer, have you seen their flow? Have you seen their upsell? Are they driving it correctly? Do they have proper upsells and downsells? These are all questions you should be asking yourself, because if they don't, you have an opportunity to make more money if they're doing these things. So Luke had his doubts. He said, Cody, I'm not sure I believe that people are going to be buying this much. I'm going to have a problem with so many refunds. And I said, Luke, who's your ideal customer? He said 50-plus-year-old women. I said, is that you? He said, no. I'm like, okay, well then trust me in the process. I have a lot more ways to help you make money, because this is proven time and time again how to actually scale your business and make more money. So I brought up the idea of price anchoring. A lot of us know what price anchoring is. It's making the offer so lucrative that a customer cannot say no. So what does that look like? On the basic sense, it is the 1, 3, 6 offer. The 1 bottle is more expensive. The 3 bottles, okay. The 6 bottles, a crazy good deal. It has the free shipping. It has the free bonuses. It has the free ebooks. It's anchored up so that customers can't say no. And I have other ones I'm going to share with you later today that are even better in terms of price anchoring. But having this on an offer is crucial. It gives customers less choice and it leads them to the highest offer, most likely, where we're trying to get them to spend as much as possible. Did that, his new AOV went to $149. I know a lot of you right now are saying, yeah, Cody, I know this. I've seen this all a million times. But the question is, are you testing this and trying to improve upon it? Because there's so much more you can do to increase your AOV. So we had him add a second upsell. Now, this is the crucial one. So many people out there, some of the biggest players in the game, don't have second upsells. And it's mind-boggling to me because a second upsell is your chance to give a customer a booster product, something that allows them to increase their experience with you as a company, but also get a better result. So he said, hey, take these cordyceps and get better results because it's going to help you with X, Y, and Z. So your second upsell, your first unique cross-sell, should be a booster product that improves why people came to the page. So think about this analogy. You go into the grocery store and you want to buy some steak. You go to the deli counter and the guy goes, hey, sure, you want to buy some steak? By the way, if you also buy this steak rub, it'll make your steak even better. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll get that. But what if you said, hey, by the way, I also have a car tire for your spare tire of your car? Does that make any sense to you? No. We want to make sure that the product is a direct connection to why they are there buying from you. That's what the second upsell is for. Crucial. So what happened? His new AOV increased to $180 because he's following my advice, making clean pages that are all related to why the customers are there. But wait, guys, there is still so much more you can do to increase your average order value. Downsells. Another thing I don't see people doing, especially on ClickBank, I think because they don't have a downsell literally named function. They just call them, they call them different upsells. But a downsell is when a customer doesn't want to buy that 6-bottle upsell product or doesn't want to buy the cross-sell. You need to send them to a page that has a smaller package or a smaller price, or later today, I'm going to show you some price anchoring ideas around this, because you're going to get another 10% of people who will buy that product and increase the AOV another 10%. It's crucial to do that. Same idea with the clean, clear buy box. Yes, upgrade my order. No, thank you. And the idea is, again, to keep it as a smaller package with a similar price point from the upsell, or a potentially price anchor or a lower price point to get them to take that deal. Crucial to do that. If someone's not doing that, encourage your offer owners to do that. If you are an offer owner not doing a downsell for each and every upsell, just do it. Don't argue with me. New AOV, $220. He's absolutely crushing it now, right? This is something that he can compete heavy with, even though he's got an expensive product. He definitely can pay out $100, $110, $20 CPA. So he's crushing it. So what does Luke's funnel look like now, guys? Originally it was that 1 bottle to the checkout page, and now it's the standard 1, 3, 6 lander, upsell, downsell, checkout. And he is working on a 3rd upsell, downsell. He's doing a unique membership package with a gold level platinum product that you only get on a monthly subscription. So that way he can lock people into subscription for upsell 3 who are hyper buyers. And I'm excited to, when he gets that test done, to see how it goes.
I love the downsell too. I've not seen that enough. And, you know, we create our own offers. They're different. And, a lot of the offers we carry are exclusive. And I am making a mental note because we don't downsell a lot, right? And this is wonderful advice. I took a screenshot. So
yeah, just advice, guys. On your upsell 1, you should be shooting for a 25 to 30% take rate. If not, you have range to play. Your downsell 1 should be getting about a 15% take rate. If not, you have range to play with copy and price. Upsell 2 is 10 to 15%. And downsell 2, upsell 3, downsell 3, 5% plus. If you got it, you win. So 30, 15, 10 to 15, 5 plus. And that extra 5 plus, you're like, oh, I don't want to make my customers do an upsell 3 and a downsell 3. That's another 10% increase in your average order value. If you have a $200 AOV, that's $20 increase, or $40, 10%, $20 increase. Now you're at $220, you can pay out another $5 in commission, make another $5 yourself. So it's crucial to be doing these things, and customers don't freak out so long as you have a beautifully designed flow that makes sense, that has a clear indication of how they can leave the funnel. And it does not hurt conversions. It actually increases conversion rate when you make a pretty upsell flow. So what's next for Luke the Lion? He's a crazy tester, like I said. He's split testing unique downsell packages for each offer. So if they buy a 1 bottle option, they're now getting, instead of a 6 bottle upsell, a buy 1 get 2 free offer. Because if you think about it, a customer who buys 1 is not going to likely spend another $200 on the upsell, but they'll spend $49. And if you keep throwing $49, $59 deals in their face, making it so lucrative they can't say no, you'll increase your AOV. Yes, you'll make less profit per bottle, but that's not the point. Our point is to try and increase our average order value and increase our profit per order, so that way we can pay out more commission and make more money per order. And in the game we play in direct marketing, it's the law of large numbers. We do hundreds and thousands of orders. My friend went home for Christmas. His mom had my meringue on his kitchen counter, right? It's all over. Everyone's buying our products, and you have to make sure that you're giving someone every opportunity to buy and increase their order value. Last thing he's doing in Ninja Test, this is a cool one. He's changing the 136 to a 3612. And if anybody can guess what the percentage of the 12 bottle take rate is. Do you have any idea, Anna?
I have no idea.
It's randomly 12%. So 12% of people are buying 12 bottles on the sales page. And then the 6 and the 3 bottle take rate has moved to 44% each. Mm. So wrap your brain around that, guys. That's a 6 bottle take rate of 44%. Most people don't have that on a 136 take rate. So by having a higher package and get rid of that 1 bottle package, it can be very successful. We did a 2, 4, 6 for one of our offers, and it increased our AOV by like $15. And our conversion rate dropped like 0.1%. I think his conversion rate dropped like 0.25%, but he ended up making way more money per click, way more money per customer. So it pays out. It's both better for the affiliate and better for the offer owner. So an absolutely awesome one to try and test out.
I really like the 3612 idea. We haven't tried it yet, but I mean, obviously we have on your offer, but not on enough other landing pages. Yep. So this is fantastic.
It is. So what's Luke's new AOV? You went from $49 to $280 on that 3612 offer, and his highest sale was $1,400 customer.
Wow.
Wrap your brain around that, guys. That's like 20 times bigger or more than the original average order value was. So one customer who cost him $100 and $110 CPA to Facebook was able to generate him that much more. So don't have doubts in yourself or your company, or giving this advice to a offer owner you work with about adding more upsells and downsells or trying different price points, because it's all about increasing that average order value. And this is crucial because you'll make more money as a traffic driving affiliate, and you'll make more money as an offer owner when you're able to give customers more opportunity to buy of what they want. And by the way, guys, everything I'm sharing is from 2022 and 2023. So end of 2022, like December, not 2018. So many people share split tests from back in the day. And it's just, as we all know, it's so irrelevant to what's happening today. The market is so much more competitive, so much more different, so much more sophisticated. So it's crucial that we're learning about what's actually working. So if you don't mind, Anna, I have a lot more split tests to share.
Oh, absolutely. I'm learning so much. Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
It's fantastic. And you get so excited, and I'm the same, especially when I talk about native ads. We're so excited to tell people what works. And I'm always mind boggled that only some people actually listen to advice, but you keep telling us. And I think, even if one person starts doing better and making more money, we have done a good job.
That's why I'm here sharing everything. I mean, some people on this call, maybe they'll join something millionaire today. Maybe they'll join it in a year from now. It doesn't really matter. My goal is to help improve the industry, because if we all do better, we're all going to have stronger email lists and be able to promote more offers, and we're all going to make more money. So this is a win-win-win-win-win. If each of us do well, the tide will rise and we'll all rise with it.
I agree. I agree. 100%.
So I talked earlier about price anchoring. And this one we did on a sales page with I like to do the discount offers, right? The buy one, get 3 frees. And so this collagen product is expensive, like $11 a tub. And we did this 1 canister, $59, 2 canisters, $98, 4 canisters, $99. So it's buy 2, get 2. We probably ran to about 150 customers. We weren't able to get the profit high enough because of the discount offer. So we just keep this on the back end, once every 2 months or so for internal customers. But we started using this price anchoring idea for upsells. And I've had a lot of my coaching clients, familiar, use it as well for great success. So if you can share this right now, especially when it's sub $100, any idea how many people out of like 150 took the one canister option?
12%.
One person.
No.
Yes. So the idea of price anchoring something so awesome, basically here it's $59 for one, $98 for two, or $99 for four. Everyone will go to the $99 package. So this is almost a for sure way to increase your average order value, guaranteed. So I would encourage you guys to think about doing this for your upsell 2 and your upsell 3, your cross-sell products, doing this kind of three package option, or even getting rid of the one canister and just having 2 for 98, 4 for 99, because this idea will move the customers to the best, biggest package always. And this particularly works well on that sub $100 package because it's $99. Everyone can buy $99, but if it's $299, it's a little more. It's a little more expensive. But the idea of keeping under $100 allows everyone to buy and have a high conversion rate in that page. Another idea for price anchoring for downsells for our buy one get 3 free offer, we downsell. Hey, you can buy one get 4 free for $49, or buy 2 get 8 free for $88. And mind you, this page before that buy 2 get 8 free was $99. So what we're doing is showing the original offer and the original price, and then giving a discount on the already discounted deal they just saw. So the goal is to make sure that you're giving people as much leverage as you can to get them up and over to buy the more expensive, larger package, because you'll increase your AOV. This Moringa funnel, guys, that's a buy one get 4 bottle free. It started out at an $80 average order value. Now it's around $135. And we're able to do that because we keep increasing the value to the customer, which has a high conversion rate for affiliates. And we do that in the back end by getting them to buy a lot of each product, like my friend's mom, who had like 12 bottles on her counter when he showed up for Christmas. Next idea is not necessarily a testing, but the idea of brand consistency. So this is a kind of a small slide to see, but if you can check it out and stare at it, we like to make sure that the customer experience is uniform. So if you go to a Shopify page, we understand that the sales page, the checkout, and if they have upsells, they're all very similar in look. And you can do this on any platform, but you have to actually do it, right? You have to build a banner. You have to make it look good. So we make sure that the branding is on top of the checkout page and all the upsells and downsells in the almost exact same format. There's the My Receipt button they can click on all the steps to be able to exit the funnel. The buy boxes are about actual buy boxes. So in every upsell and downsell, there's a defined section that's the buy deal area. Just like you have the 136 on a sales page, it has pretty boxes around it, and they're done up very nicely for conversion rates. Your upsells and downsells should be the same. And it should be uniform in a way that when you're going through the funnel, the customer feels like they're in the right spot and they're not dropped on a page of a different color and a different look without your branding on it, because then they don't know what's happening. They could have just gotten sent to a bad page, and then I don't trust this company anymore and I want a refund now. And if you're driving traffic to those offers, high refund rates means, more clawed back commissions, not a good thing. So want to make sure that you're building beautiful branding, because it'll make your offer convert better and your customers will know, like, and trust you more and buy more. And I have some more proof for that as we get going. Another thing to think about is kind of the headline design. I like doing the e-commerce hybrid pages, which are the shorter sales pages made with a small video on top. We did a simple thing here. We just moved the orange bar, as you can see here on the screen on the left. The orange bar was below and the white bar was on top. We flipped it, we cleaned up the font, and we made the page look more Amazon. And we had an increase of basically of 20%, I think, 0.41% conversion rate increase on this particular page. The AOV increased $15 and the profit per order increased $10. So just by doing a simple design change and trying to think like Amazon, think like Shopify, look like them, replicate what they are with, of course, your own branding and theme, allows for customers to have more trust in you as a brand. And this e-commerce page isn't a 10,000 word story. It's a 5-minute video and probably 2,000 words. And because it looks and feels authentic and real, people buy. And we have to keep thinking about that. Why do people buy? It's not just because they read a giant story, watched a 45-minute video that told them how they're going to, change their whole life. It's about the feeling they get when they're on that page as well. I do want to share some losses today, some loses. It's important to think about why things lose, because it's just a data point. It doesn't mean you failed and can't test again. So we all know that if we make the 6-bottle package more shiny, larger in size, easier to look at, people tend to buy the 6-bottle package on the sales page more often. And so this page, we went crazy. We highlighted the whole thing in blue. I think I saw somebody that if you hover over the box, it turned the whole thing blue. I'm like, let's test that. It's got to be working. It doesn't work. Actually, it came out as more of I feel the customer sees this buy box as a used car sales experience. they're being forced to buy something they don't want to buy versus being nudged into it. I think about Disney or Las Vegas. You're not being shoved something in your face. They're guiding you on a journey as you walk and teasing you with things you might want to buy along the way or things you want to stop at. And so this page, if the people are looking at it, we can highlight the entire section in bright blue. It's too much. The average order value decreased by $42 and the profit per order dropped by $30 and the conversion rate only mildly increased. So the key here is realizing what to do differently. And so here's an example of what Peter, my partner, did for his pet product. And by the way, for those of you who are looking for a pet product that actually converts, this is the one. Pretty freaking cool company. He went from doing an e-com style buy a 136 buy box, which is on the left of the screen, to more of a traditional direct marketing one with a large add to cart, very visible, showing the stacked value on the 6 package, but it's clean. It's not over the top. And this increases his conversion rate and his average order value immensely. So making sure that it's actually beautiful and clear and not sleazy, I think is crucial to be able to get customers to navigate and lean towards that better deal, the bigger offer. So the short answer behind that, guys, is always be testing, always encourage testing. And if you're driving traffic to your partner and they're have a great offer, it's doing well, encourage them to test and say, hey, I want to spend money on your test. I want to put some of our stuff towards that test, because you never know when you find a win, and you help them find a win and make a lot more money. Don't get upset about testing. Testing is always a way that people can improve their businesses and make your paycheck even bigger.
I love the visuals. Those are so important, because we try so many times, especially for our, friends or people that are just getting started in the industry. It's so hard because it makes sense to us. It's common sense. But if they see the visual and just, the highlight, that was such a good point, because that happened to us. When you go overboard with something that you think is going to work, it can backfire. So thank you for putting all the examples together for us. Those are
exactly. I got a few more I want to share too before we get some great ones that you can test now. And if you're an offer owner, you should be testing immediately. And if you are a traffic driver, tell your offer owners to test this.
Absolutely.
So first one is a pop-up on the 1 bottle. So we had a client of ours. He did basically on the 1 bottle package, Ammo Guard. If you buy 2, you get 1 free. He had a 40% take rate on that. So it increased his average order value like $20. So we tested the concept buy 2, get 1 free and gave a discount for our gummy product, and it actually bombed. AOV dropped. And so we're like, what's going on, right? It works great for John Cho. Why can't it work good for us? So we tested it again on a smaller offer. So it's not a load of stats yet, but we did when they click on the 1 bottle option, we say, hey, how about buy 3, get 1 free? And we give them a discount on that. And we had an increase of average order value of $56, a profit per order increase of $45, and the conversion rate held the same. So basically, people who are buying the 1 bottle option all jumped up to take this basically $100, $110 offer from $59 to basically like double their average order value. And it was absolutely phenomenal to do. And what I think it does too is it allowed people to have more confidence in the companies. You got more people buying. So the reason I'm sharing this is to test it. Testing these buy boxes that pop up before the checkout are going to allow you in some form to increase your average order value. I've done it for my buy 1, get 3 free offers to great success. And I encourage you on the smaller ticket offers, be testing order bumps before people get to the checkout page. Another thing, and it's kind of hard to see here, so I'll pop to the next page to show a better slide of it, is this idea of adding shipping protection. So get peace of mind, delivery guarantee. If something goes wrong, damaged, lost, stolen, we'll replace it. As an offer owner, we already do this, because if someone says I didn't get my offer, we reship it to them without questions asked, because we want to make sure the customers are happy. I saw this on Shopify. There's an insurance program now people can add to their cart where they pay a few bucks based on the number they pay, and this insurance company deals with it. And I'm like, well, screw that. We're going to do it ourselves, and because we're already doing it for the customer. So we ran a $5 or $2.25 version. I have the stats for the $5 version. We had an AOV increase of $26, profit increase of $16, and a conversion decrease ever so slightly. But if you do the math, basically it's a 9-cent increase for the affiliate and a 10-cent increase for the offer owner. Now you may be asking, how does adding a $5 order bump increase the average order value $26? And it comes back to people over profit, profit over revenue. You're giving the customer more confidence in the company because you're servicing them and giving them an option to protect their order. And so all of a sudden they're willing to buy more and spend more money with you. So I imagine they're taking a lot more of the upsells. So I encourage you to try an order bump, and we're testing like 10 different price variations on this. We didn't just settle on 5. We want to find the best one. So within Supplement Millionaire, we share tests every single month. So in the next 90 days, everyone in the program is going to start learning the exact dollar amount that's going to be to help conversion rates and average order values increase as much as possible. Now, we did test this as well with a priority processing. It's the same concept, but say, hey, get faster process, get your order put to the front of the line, and we'll ship it immediately and not make you wait behind the other 1,000 orders. And it actually decreased conversion rate, profit, and average order value. So coming up with how you explain the offer is a clear indication of how customers will react. They reacted negatively to this. And this is not a pre-checked box, neither are they're a box that people have to check. So I think it's something that you guys definitely should be testing on ClickBank, on Buy Goods as an order bump to be able to increase your average order value. Is having that shipping protection, shipping guarantee is something you should be testing to increase your customer confidence. Last thing you can check to do, and this works particularly well. Unfortunately, I don't think ClickBank has the option to show multiple products on the checkout page. I know you can do this for Buy Goods and other platforms, especially if you run your own platform. But we raised our shipping by $2. And we saw an average order value increase of $20, profit 14, and a conversion rate held the same. I think over time, this has settled down to be more like a $14 AOV increase and like $7 profit per order. The stats were pulled 2 weeks ago. But what you can see is on the checkout page, people are seeing a $60 offer. And then right above it is the other deal that's $98. It used to say $58. So all of a sudden they're seeing 60. And I think their psychology is like, oh my God, why would I pay 60 when only $30 more, 98, because you don't really think the difference in your head when you do quick math. I can get so much more. So I would encourage you to come up with an idea of offering a second higher, a second tiered item on your checkout page if you can, and increasing the shipping and offering free shipping on that one, because we're seeing people navigate towards that higher offer because it is such a better deal and it has free shipping, all because we increased the shipping $2. So literally, this was an accidental win. We just wanted to see what happens if we increase the shipping, and all of a sudden people just started buying massive loads more. So it plays into how the checkout page is set up. But if you can do that, I think there's a lot of opportunity there to increase your average order value and get people to buy a lot more on the actual page. Because I would assume people are grabbing the bigger package. So a lot of information I shared today, guys. So what's the action plan to get this stuff done? It's just get shit done, right? We know how to hustle. We know how to work. If we have a team, we know how to get them to do so. So it's the goal is to get it done. So that way you can test these things and develop a process to test these constantly, be able to increase your average order value. Don't be like most people. Most people will hear this presentation, write it all down, talk to their team about it, and do nothing. I want to make sure that you are doing something in the next 7 days, because some of these are really easy. They're just order bumps, right? You can add them to your checkout page. So within the next 7 days, I want everyone who's listening to this call to be able to be running a test on your checkout page at a minimum, and then start going through this call, going through the slide deck to see what else you can do to increase your conversions, increase your average order value, and most importantly, increase your profit per order so you can make your affiliates more money and make more money yourself. And so let's just basically get shit done, make some money, and that's it, guys.
I love it. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. And I think I have tried many times to explain a lot of the product owner sides, but because I love and I nerd over traffic, it's harder for me to explain pragmatically why it's important to do things in a certain way. So your presentation is really valuable. I think I think our team should put it on YouTube under what do we expect from our ideal product owner or advertiser? Yeah. Because now everyone wants to work with MaxWeb. And I'm not saying that as a big pat on my back. It's painful because we say no a lot, because how you said, many people come into the space, they're like, all right, let's set the offer live. I have 50K, I'm going to set it aside, make money, but they are not split testing. They're not careful to our needs. They don't look at long-term revenues, right? So we want people like Cody. And I'm saying this again, not because Cody's here. I'm being honest to what is important to an affiliate network. We have 20,000 affiliates. It's very important to us that every single affiliate is going to get an offer where, even if it's not an offer we own and it's an offer where we partner, we want to make sure we give them the best chances, right? So just making a lot of money this month and then long-term not having sustainability is not the answer. So I really Appreciate you, Cody. We don't have a lot of time, but if anyone wants to reach out to you, what's the best and easiest way?
Definitely. So supplementmillionaire.com. If you want to sign up, of course, we give you the free resources, free videos. You can always reach out to me, Cody at supplementmillionaire.com. I will respond to you. I'm a real human, and I'm here to help. And honest to God, if someone does actually need help, I'm totally fine at giving my time. So if you shoot over an email saying, "Hey, Cody, can I get some advice or some any ideas on my funnel or what I should do next?" I'm glad to give you my time. I really just want to help improve the industry, make us all move to a higher level, and of course, make us all more money.
I love that. And, same for us guys. If you have myself or one of the account managers on speed dial on Skype, just ask us to introduce you to Cody, and we will be more than happy to do so. Because, again, broken record, we are all going to make more money in our space, in our industry, if we have this abundance mindset of helping each other, making sure all the offers are great and profitable. I encourage our super affiliates to test offers that are not on MaxWeb, because if they make more money, they will have more money to come and spend on MaxWeb. So I think it's common sense, right? I'm definitely a CEO. I'm a huge nerd. I'm a business person at heart, but anyone can be like that, right? It doesn't just have to be a few people that think like this. It's really just a change in mindset. Let's just say that.
Exactly. It's well spoken. Well said.
Amazing. All right. So one last thing, I promise. I know a lot of the listeners, it's a psychological, it was proven. That's what I'm trying to say. They always skip to the end of the podcast when they're busy because they're trying to see, what else they missed. Let's pretend someone is going to tune in for the last 2 minutes of the podcast. What do you want them to take away? And I know it's hard because you spend an hour telling us a million brilliant things, but try to give them one or two, a piece of advice they can actually, that's going to change or help them in their career.
Definitely. So I love the idea of the shine theory, right? If we're not helping someone shine, then we're not shining ourselves. So I feel that we have to live by this concept. So what does that mean as an on-offer owner and a CEO? You have to constantly think about, are you doing the best to be the best version of yourself? And that doesn't mean, am I making the most money? It means, am I improving myself mentally, physically, and in my business? And am I improving those around me? And that includes your staff. Something people take for granted is they hire people and they just think they're slaves. It's not the case. They're your partners. They work with you. They're your family, and you have to improve upon them and invest in them with just as much knowledge as you're investing in yourself to be able to grow that team. When you develop that team, you can develop a company that builds systems that then creates split testing, that then creates offers that people actually want to drive traffic to. Because there's always going to be the top 10 that will always get the most traffic because they're the most aggressive and they have the highest conversion rate for the 6 months they survive. But if you want to actually have a company that lasts long-term, create longevity, maybe sell one day, maybe create it so you can just retire and your staff runs it for you, like that's my goal. You have to keep thinking about helping everyone shine around you, helping everyone grow. Because if you're not doing that and you're not investing in the people around you, it's just the flower's going to die, and it's not going to flourish the way you want it to.
Absolutely. I love that. That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Cody. And hopefully you'll come back again. Next time we'll do just questions, you guys, I promise. And we can ask Cody whatever we want. Hopefully you will be checking some of the tips. You will be implementing them. So then when we do ask Cody to come back, you will have specific, case studies to share with us. So thank you, everyone. If you've been listening to us on Spotify, Google, Apple, make sure you tune back in on YouTube to see the beautiful visuals and also this way, beautiful Cody. And if you have any other questions for us, please, we will make sure to reply to all comments on Facebook. Yes, the recording is going to be live on YouTube and Facebook, not just on the platforms on Anchor. And if you have any follow-up questions, I will gladly reach out to Cody or introduce you guys. And Cody, thank you again. You are the best, and I really appreciate you.
It's my pleasure.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome day.